Good evening, good evening, good evening. I just thought I'd give you a little demonstration about how useful spray starch is when you start to do patchwork. I didn't realise the importance of it, to be honest. Now, you don't use steam in your iron when you're doing patchwork because it does have a tendency to stretch and distort your fabrics, and particularly when you're working with triangles, because you've got bias edges all over the place here on these. You really don't want to, you want to treat these like with kid gloves. Basically, you don't want to manhandle them too much, otherwise they will go out of shape. So you can see it looks fairly okay. You know, they've been pressed a couple of times, and that's the front of the block there, but you can see it's not sitting perfectly straight. So now you can use whichever spray starch you want. I use Dr Beckman and I've dispensed it into this. Okay, so I'm just going to give a slight spray along all the edges. Then I've got my little Aliso Tula Pink iron set on the highest temperature for this fabric because it's cotton, but also no steam. And all I'm going to do is just press this down, and I'm not putting hardly any pressure on. I'm just letting the weight of the iron do all the work, really. I'm sort of ironing, but I'm pressing at the same time, if you get me drift. Now I'm working in a smaller space, so just move that over. So you can see there, that's now nice and flat. And I just flip it over, and from that side you can already see that it's sitting better. But I'm just going to just quickly give it a press to make sure that it's nice and dry from this side after spraying it with starch. There you go. So you can see the difference instantly. That just looks flatter to the eye, doesn't it? And those seams are now, look at the difference. There's not a seam sticking up there. That one is there. I haven't done the end bit. But those seams are nice and flat now. I don't need to go over them. They're nice and flat. I'm happy with them. It just means that when I come to join all these up, the blocks, I've made quite a few of these so far. I'm up to 1, 2, 3, 4. I've done 5. And as you can see now, the first block I forgot to, the seam should all be open, by the way. I forgot on the first one, didn't I? And I just couldn't be bothered unpicking it. In the great scheme of things, it doesn't matter. But you can see how flat these seams are. And the fabric is just so crisp and lovely to work with. Also as well, the starch is going to stabilise. Now I did starch these before I started cutting them, but obviously the starch, when you come to iron them, once you piece them together, it's just going to stabilise your fabric even more. So yeah, I just wanted to give you a little example of why it's so important to use spray starch in your patchwork to try and make sure all your blocks turn out as accurate as they can be. And if anyone's interested, this is a stack and whack patchwork top I am making. Thank you very much. If you'd like to see more hints and tips, why not go over to the Netty Made YouTube channel and like the channel and even subscribe, and then you'll get notifications whenever I post anything that you might find interesting. Thank you for watching. Take care. Bye.